Hello and welcome to another episode of Children's Moments here on Heavenward Thinking. Today we're back with another object lesson, so I'll turn it over to Miss Ruth and we'll get started today.
So Timothy, what are you holding there?
The American flag.
The American flag. And when we look at that American flag, what do we think of?
We think of freedom.
Freedom. And Flag Day is around this time where this video is going to be coming out, so I thought we would talk a little bit about freedom, but we're going to relate it to freedom in Christ. But our American freedom, we are so thankful for, especially the freedom that we can worship God. And a lot of people fought so that we could be free. And this flag helps us remember them and that freedom. And I want to read some verses, though, about freedom that God can give us. One of them comes from the Old Testament, Deuteronomy, and this is relating to how God freed the Israelites out of slavery. In Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 12, be careful that you do not forget the Lord who brought you out of Egypt, out of the land of slavery. And we can relate that to our own lives in New Testament times, or in the time of the church, that we are free from the slavery of sin and of life without Christ. So he frees us. I want to read some more verses about our freedom in Christ. If we go to Corinthians, 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 23, it says this: you were bought at a price. Do not become slaves of human beings. So Christ bought us at a price, and his blood shed for us help purchase us and make us free. And then there are a couple of verses in Galatians I want to share about the freedom God gives. Galatians chapter 5, verse 1 says, it is for freedom that Christ has set us free. Stand firm then, and do not let yourselves be burdened again by a yoke of slavery. And in Galatians chapter 5, verse 13, you, my brothers and sisters, were called to be free, but do not use your freedom to indulge the flesh. Rather, serve one another humbly in love. So Christ paid for our freedom. We think of at Flag Day and a time, 4th of July coming up, there are people that died to keep us free. There are people that still are to keep us free. But then we want to think and point to Christ, who keeps us free forever if we trust in him. And we want that freedom that he gives. There was a song my dad used to love that a local group used to sing in Michigan. And they talked about the Statue of Liberty being a sign of freedom for people coming to a new world. And then it compared it to the cross being our sign, or our statue of liberty, our statue of freedom. So as you think about your freedom this holiday season with Flag Day and 4th of July coming up soon, think of your freedom that you have in Christ, that Jesus paid the ultimate price for.
Absolutely. And as always, join us next time for another episode of Children's Moments here on Heavenward Thinking.